All right, team, settle in. Welcome to the flight deck. Before we even think about pushing back, we're going to run through the single most important system on this aircraft. And no, it's not the engines, it's our language. Now, you're going to hear a lot of chatter on a flight. Passengers, they might think it's all some big secret. It's not. It's our most critical safety tool. It's built for one thing: clarity. It lets us handle everything from a passenger needing water to a full-blown crisis, all without creating panic. And that's key. So, you might be asking, why all the codes and jargon? Simple. Up at 35,000 feet, a misunderstanding? Well, that's not an option. Ambiguity is the enemy. This isn't just talk, it's the bedrock of our safety. Every single word, every chime means something specific. So we're all lockstep every second we're in the air. There's this thing we fight against on every single flight. It's called procedural drift. Think of it like a slow, quiet poison. It's complacency. It's when you skip one tiny step on a checklist because, hey, it's always fine. Until it's not. That's how things go wrong. And our precise, standardized language, that's our firewall. It keeps that drift from ever taking hold. So how do we fight it? We have a playbook. It's called our Standard Operating Procedures, SOPs for short. And listen up, these are not suggestions. They're non-negotiable. They're legally binding. They're designed to take all the guesswork out of the equation when the pressure is on. It tells you exactly what to do, from the smallest detail to the most critical emergency sequence. This is the heart of our discipline. Okay, so that's the why. Now let's get into the how. Let's talk about the actual rhythm of the cabin, the day-to-day calls and chimes that are going to become the soundtrack to your job. Okay, first things first. Before pushback, you're going to hear this from me: arm doors and cross-check. What does that mean? Arming connects the door to the emergency slide. If that door opens, the slide deploys. Simple. And cross-check? That's just as important. It means you physically look and confirm your partner across the aisle has done their job correctly. It's our built-in safety net, no mistakes. And it's not just us humans talking, you know? The plane itself has its own language. It speaks in chimes. And you need to listen. These aren't just random dings and dongs. Every single sound is a piece of data, a message that requires you to pay attention and sometimes to act fast. All right, listen up. Drill time. Single chime, passenger wants something. Easy. A high-low chime, that's one of you calling another on the interphone. But that triple low chime, when you hear that, your ears should perk up. That's a priority call from the flight deck. 9 times out of 10, it means turbulence is on the way, and that's your cue to get the cabin buttoned up. Now, okay, let's get serious for a minute. We need to be crystal clear on the difference between urgent and emergency. They are not the same thing, and knowing which is which, well, it can literally be the difference between life and death. You need to burn this into your brain. Mayday. That means we are in grave and imminent danger. Think engine fire, loss of controls. When we say Mayday, everyone else on the radio goes silent. It is the absolute priority. Then there's Pan-Pan. Pan-Pan means we have a serious, urgent problem, maybe a medical situation that requires a diversion, or a tricky mechanical issue. But we have time to work the problem. It's serious, but it's not a we're going down now situation. Understand the difference. And just so you know, these aren't random words. Mayday comes from the French Mayday, which means help me. And Pan-Pan is from the French word for breakdown, pan. They were chosen because they sound unique and cut through the static on a bad radio connection, no matter what language you speak. Look, not every issue is a pan-pan situation. We're not gonna light up the airwaves for every little thing. For stuff that happens in the cabin, we have a whole other set of codes, a graded system to let us handle things without alarming half the planet. Take code yellow, for instance. If you call that up to the flight deck or to each other, we all instantly know there's a medical situation. Could be someone feeling nauseous, maybe a little lightheaded. It gets everyone aware and ready to help, but it does it quietly, no panic. It's all about maintaining that calm, professional environment. So what if we can't talk? What if the radios are out? Or worse, if talking is the most dangerous thing we could do? We still have a way to yell for help, a silent shout. Every aircraft has something called a transponder. The easiest way to think about it is like our digital license plate. It broadcasts a 4-digit code, we call it a squawk, so air traffic control can see us on their screen. 99% of the time, it just says, here I am. But that other 1%, that's when it becomes a lifeline. These 3 codes are mission critical. Memorize them. 7700 means we have a general emergency. 7600 means we've lost comms, we can't talk. And 7500, that's the one we hope to God we never have to use. It means unlawful interference, a hijacking. The second one of those codes goes into the box, every controller on the ground knows exactly what's happening on this airplane, without a single word from us. All right, let's talk about the toughest part of the job. This is where the codes and procedures meet real, difficult human situations. And the keywords here are professionalism and discretion. Your job is to solve problems, not to create panic. Panic spreads like fire in a cabin. That's why we have this language. It's our primary tool to keep a lid on things, to manage a crisis without causing another one. Now, in the very rare, tragic event that a passenger passes away during a flight, there are codes for that too. Something like Angel or Code 300. Let me be clear, this is not about being sneaky. It's about dignity. It allows us, the crew, to manage an unthinkable situation with sensitivity and respect for that person, and to protect the other passengers from unnecessary trauma. So, wrapping this up, I want you to get one thing straight. What we speak isn't a secret language. It's a precise one. It's the language of safety. Every single word, every chime, every number we squawk, it's a tool honed over decades, all for one purpose, to keep everyone on this aircraft safe. So now you know some of the language. I guarantee you're going to hear your next flight completely differently. You'll hear the rhythm, you'll understand the chatter, you'll know what's going on behind the scenes. All right, briefing's over. Let's go have a safe flight.